Scentland, the land of scent. Hello and welcome, it's Chris back with yet another fragrance review, and today it's all about this beautiful little fragrance here, released by the house of Baldessarini, obviously the Hugo Boss Group, in 2011, and the name is Private Affairs. Now that's a very catchy and at the same time mysterious kind of name, right? Private Affairs, Private Affairs. Kind of intimate also. Private Affairs. Of whom? With whom? Private Affairs? Let's deep dive into this matter, right? And so, the Baldessarini brand was created very much toward the older gentleman, okay? What I mean by that is in their marketing, in their advertisements, you know, the pictures, the videos, whatever, you always see this older gentleman somewhere in his 50s, very sophisticated, being pictured, that he sort of is or that sort of man is at that age group the true representative and user and wearer of Baldessarini products and fragrances. Now, as a result, most of their fragrances are really much having a classy, mature, sophisticated vibe, and a good quality in terms of packaging, design, the bottle, sprayer, and actually indeed the fragrances themselves are fairly good designer quality Baldessarini. Okay, my favorite part from this one is the Del Mar Seychelles edition, which is fantastic, but again it has this classy, sophisticated, mature vibe, okay? And so does this one, Private Affairs, okay? Let's deep dive into this intimate private affair scenario, okay? How's it achieved? How does it smell like? It's a fairly straightforward and simple blend, okay, but it's extremely smooth and soft and nicely, intelligently blended. What I mean by that is that at the very start you get a bit of a bergamot freshness, which immediately takes the latter, the main theme here, by the hand, and together they proceed in order to, you know, go along hand in hand for a while, and then the bergamot sort of dies out and the leather takes over. That's the main part, soft, smooth, very comforting, very alluring, almost addictive, soft, new leather type of smell is here. It's never rugged, it's never bad boyish leather, okay? This smells more like a nice new shoe or bag, or an interior of a nice new car with leather seats, okay? This is how it smells, okay? That type of leather, okay? Not your used, rugged, dive bar, tough guy, leather jacket type of scenario, okay? Like, for example, I would imagine somebody, Versus Uomo by Versace would be that type of thing, okay? So this is again, the older, mature, sophisticated gentleman sitting in his whatever, in his Lamborghini or Bentley or Rolls Royce and whatever, and smelling like that. You know, that type of aura is really very much coming across with the leather. That is really the main player, the main theme in this fragrance by Baldessarini, Private Affairs. So it's very much therefore a fragrance that you dress up to. You couldn't never wear this with a jumper or you know, going jogging or whatever, you know. It's more a daytime, but preferably a nighttime or a business fragrance, you know. Definitely well dressed, not necessarily a tie and whatever. As you can see, I'm not in a suit anyway, in order to, you know, somehow represent this or present this fragrance to you in this review, but still some sort of attire is definitely very much needed in order for this fragrance to come across as it should be. semi-formal or formal business daytime or nighttime, nice dinner, even clubbing. In regards to the performance, as I mentioned it's soft, it's never pushy, it's very much lingering around. So the projection and sillage are not that strong at all. It's rather a fragrance that it becomes what I call a second skin type of fragrance, that is the lingering fragrance, that is persistently lingering, never pushing. It could have a little bit of a better longevity. The longevity on me is about 5-6 hours, 4-5-6 hours, depending on if skin, hair, clothing, and all that. But if you combine these different parts where you can actually spray this fragrance on, that would work optimally. So I would definitely do it, back of your head, in your hair, and a bit of on your clothes, and on skin as well. And the combination of these would definitely guarantee that the fragrance goes along with you throughout the day or throughout the evening or night, okay? And it will lend you a nice, sophisticated, well-mannered, intelligent, reliable aura, okay? It's definitely a fragrance that would get compliments as well, because it's just also very safe. It doesn't push the envelope. It doesn't really have any edges, any sharp edges and that. But it has, very importantly, it has personality, okay? Definitely has personality. Now, among the Baldassarinis, this is my favorite, along with Baldessarini Denmark Seychelles edition. And I grab this bottle occasionally, okay, not every day, but there are actually weeks when I specifically look for this one, and for some reason it has a sort of nostalgic feel to it for me. I always think that I smelled this exact smell sometime during my childhood somewhere. First it reminded me of my classrooms and when I was like around 10 years old, okay? But it's impossible because there was no leather in those classrooms, okay? Then I thought it was maybe the car of my father, which used to be a Mercedes-Benz 220 diesel back in the 70s, okay? Late 70s even. Maybe that one, but I can't really remember it that much, so I just think that maybe the leather seats of that car smelled like this. But this fragrance somehow has a nostalgic and therefore very comforting aura to me, okay? It's very comforting. Probably if I would need to use one word that describes this fragrance the most and the best to me, would be the word comforting, okay? So whenever I long for some real, slightly nostalgic and very attractive, comforting sensation, I reach for Private Affairs by the very house of Baldessarini, okay? Thanks very much. This was Chris with yet another fragrance review, and I'll be back with more. And until then, let's work away. It's an office scenario, okay? One of the scenarios where Baldessarini Private Affairs fits the most. Thanks very much, and see you soon for yet another review.